Hey you. Yes, you. The one who rehearses texts like they are Oscar speeches and says, "You too," when the waiter tells you to enjoy your meal. Let's talk about why social anxiety shows up. Spoiler alert, it's not because you're broken. It's because, well, your brain is just trying way too hard to help. Before we dive in, real quick, if any of this gets heavy, it's okay to pause, breathe, or go look at pictures of baby goats in pajamas. This is a no-pressure, judgment-free, come as you are even if you're sweaty from talking to a stranger space. Cool? Cool. Let's go. 1. Biological factors, or as I like to call it, why your brain sometimes acts like it's being chased by a bear when someone just says hi. First up, genetics. If anxiety runs in your family, you might have been born with a genetic vulnerability. Kind of like inheriting your mum's curly hair, your dad's bad knees, and everyone's tendency to overthink what that one coworker meant by interesting shirt. Next, brain chemistry. Your brain uses chemicals like serotonin to help regulate mood, calmness, and the ability to survive eye contact. If these systems are out of whack, social situations might feel like a level 10 threat, when really, it's just Karen from HR asking how your weekend was. And let's not forget our old friend, the amygdala. That little almond-shaped drama queen in your brain is responsible for fear. In folks with social anxiety, it is like the amygdala had 4 espressos and no chill. It overreacts to even mildly awkward stuff. Like, did I just wave at someone who wasn't waving at me? This is the end. Lastly, temperament. Some people are naturally more cautious, sensitive, or introverted. That's not a flaw. It's just your settings. But mix that with a world that rewards loud, confident people doing TikTok dances in public. And yeah, your nervous system might start sweating. 2. Childhood and developmental stuff. Ah yes, childhood. The magical time where everything was new and your brain decided what to fear for the rest of your life. Super fun. Maybe you had overprotective parents who meant well, but acted like strangers were lava. Or super critical ones who made you feel like small mistakes were giant catastrophes. Or maybe you got bullied, teased, or publicly humiliated in school. You know, those character-building experiences that mostly just built anxiety and an elaborate inner monologue. Some of us also watched adults freak out in social situations. So our brains were like, this is how we survive humans. With panic and avoidance. Got it. And sometimes, it just took one traumatic event. Like that time you called your teacher, Mom, in front of the whole class. And your brain was like, never again shall we speak in public. But seriously, kids don't choose their environments. You weren't being dramatic. You were adapting. Like a tiny socially anxious superhero. 3. Society and environment. Now let's talk about society, also known as the Olympics of trying to look normal, TM. We live in a world where you're expected to be confident but not arrogant, funny but not weird, friendly but not too friendly, and somehow completely unfazed by small talk like, "So what do you do?" Spoiler, that's a lot. Some cultures and communities even expect constant social performance, smiling, nodding, being on, all the time like you're hosting a game show no one asked to be on. And if you didn't get many chances to socialize growing up, thanks to shyness, isolation, or, I don't know, a global pandemic, you might feel like everyone else got a user manual you missed. It's not your fault. It's just society is weird, and your brain noticed. Another reason is cognitive patterns, aka why your brain turns one awkward moment into a Netflix mini-series. If you have social anxiety, Your thoughts might sound like this. They're definitely judging me. I said that one weird thing 4 years ago, so now I can never leave the house. My hands feel weird. Are they too handsy? These are called cognitive distortions. Your brain gets a little overprotective and dramatic. It wants to keep you safe from imagined doom. And after the event, the post-social replay. You lie in bed like, why did I say you two when the barista said, enjoy your coffee? I must be a disaster. But listen, this is just how anxiety talks. You don't have to believe every wild thing your brain says. Next, triggering events. Sometimes, social anxiety has a trigger moment. You moved to a new place and had to introduce yourself 17 times. You got ghosted, rejected, or gave a presentation where your voice betrayed you. You lived through a pandemic and forgot how to human. You attended a party where someone asked, "What's new with you?" And you immediately blacked out. Whatever it was, it made your brain go, social stuff, danger. Again, you weren't being dramatic. You were reacting to real stress. Totally valid. Reassurance and the truth. Here's what I want you to remember. You're not weak. You're not broken. You're not the only person who has rehearsed ordering food before walking into a restaurant. You're just wired a little differently. And that's okay. Social anxiety is a thing lots of people experience. They just don't talk about it because social anxiety. But now you know the causes, and that's a huge first step. Your brain might be on high alert, but that doesn't mean you are doomed to live in fear of group icebreakers forever. There's support. There's help. There are skills you can learn. And guess what? You're already doing the bravest thing. Looking this stuff in the face and saying, hey, I want to understand myself. That's huge. So be proud of your weird, wonderful, occasionally sweaty self. And stick around, because in the next video, we're diving into what actually helps. Spoiler, it's not just relax. That advice is banned. You got this, even if your brain sometimes thinks otherwise.